Living paycheck to paycheck has become a harsh reality for the majority of people. In fact, most individuals in the UK wouldn't be able to make it through the month without their next payday, and it's not so different in the US either. But how is it that in some of the wealthiest countries in the world, so many people are still struggling to stay afloat? Many of the financial habits ingrained in the middle class may actually be holding people back from achieving real financial freedom. Today we're going to explore some of the most common middle class habits that could be keeping you poor and stuck in a cycle of financial stress, and the things you can do to break free. One of the biggest drains on middle class finances is the cost of car repayments. Too much of people's monthly income is tied up in financing cars that are often outside their budget to begin with. It's probably become too normalized now, but you really have to dive into the numbers because you could be losing a huge chunk of your monthly salary. Imagine instead of buying that new high-end car, you opted for something more affordable, something that costs less and is cheaper to maintain. The savings would be substantial, and think about what you could do with that extra money. Rather than paying hundreds of pounds every month into financing a car, what if you invested that £500 into the stock market or used it to build a safety net for emergencies? A lower cost car won't just save you money today, it could help set you up for long-term success. Your future self will be thankful you made the smarter choice now. Use of credit cards and spending more than you earn. When used responsibly, credit cards can be a fantastic financial tool. They offer perks like reward points, cashbacks, and discounts that can be used for travel, shopping, and other incentives. But the problem is, far too often, credit cards lead people into a dangerous cycle of spending more than they earn. When you start spending beyond your means, you risk falling into a debt spiral that becomes harder and harder to climb out of. The real problem starts when you can't pay off the balance in full each month. Interest begins to pile up, and before you know it, a small expense turns into a mountain of debt that grows every month. And over time, that can cripple your finances. One of the key habits that can prevent this is understanding the difference between needs and wants. This distinction is vital because many fall into the trap of using a credit card to fund a lifestyle that isn't sustainable. It's crucial to have a firm grip on your finances, and sometimes that means making difficult decisions. One strategy is to categorize your spending into essentials, so rent, utilities, groceries, and non-essentials. Debt is at record highs today, and many people use it to maintain their lifestyle. Make yourself accountable today so that you'll be thanking yourself tomorrow, not spending selfishly. One of the most profound habits that can keep people feeling stuck financially is the lack of giving. Helping those less fortunate is not just about supporting a good cause, it offers a real eye-opening shift in perspective. When you give to charity or donate to those in need, it's a reminder of how fortunate you truly are. For instance, something as simple as a hot shower or a comfortable bed is a luxury that millions of people around the world can only dream of having. By recognizing this, you begin to feel more grateful for what you have. It will pull you away from constantly comparing yourself to those with more and redirects your focus to what you already possess. And this gratitude can have a huge effect on your well-being and your financial mindset. People who regularly practice gratitude tend to feel happier, less stressed, and just more satisfied with their lives. Research shows that the act of giving activates areas of the brain associated with pleasure, creating a lasting sense of well-being and reinforcing a positive mindset. Buying, not consuming. In today's world, it's easy to fall victim to flashy advertisements from companies that spend millions on campaigns designed to get you to buy their latest product. From the latest tech gadget to trendy clothing, we're constantly encouraged to consume. But what if, instead of only being a customer, you took a step back and became a shareholder or investor in the very companies that you're buying from? Take Apple for example. You might own an iPhone, a MacBook, or even an Apple Watch. These are all great products, but instead of just spending money on the latest model, have you ever considered purchasing a share in Apple itself? Owning stock in a company allows you to benefit from the company's success as its value grows. It's about shifting your mindset from being just a consumer to being an owner of assets that can grow in value over time. The truth is, most people trade their time for money, and then they spend that money on products that don't grow in value. But if you start thinking about how to invest your money, you can ultimately buy back your time, but you're making the companies work for you. Healthy eating and cooking at home. It's easy to fall into the habit of eating out or ordering takeaways, whether it's because of convenience or the desire to avoid cooking. Many people find themselves overspending on meals, and there's nothing wrong with treating yourself, but making it a habit can quickly become expensive. Learning how to cook can be one of the smartest financial and lifestyle decisions you make. Not only does it save you a considerable amount of money, but it also allows you to have more control over what you're putting into your body. Cooking healthy meals at home doesn't just reduce your food costs, it's also an investment in your long-term health. Beyond the financial aspect, there's a powerful connection between what we eat and how we perform. Your body is your most important vehicle, and just like a car needs high quality fuel to run efficiently, you need high quality food to operate at your best. Spending more after a pay rise. When you start earning more, it's natural to want to spend more. Nicer dinners, a better car, or a nice holiday. This is something you should treat yourself to, but you want to avoid a term known as lifestyle inflation. It's one of the key reasons why even high income earners can find themselves living paycheck to paycheck. paycheck. The problem with giving in to these spending urges is that they come at the expense of your long-term financial stability. It's easy to justify splurging when your income rises, but without careful planning, this extra money disappears as quickly as it arrives, leaving you no better off than before. This cycle of lifestyle inflation keeps many people stuck in the middle class trap. A powerful way to break free from lifestyle inflation is by practicing delayed gratification. One famous study that illustrates the value of delayed gratification is the marshmallow test, which was conducted by a psychologist at Stanford University in the 1960s. In this experiment, young children were offered a choice. They could either eat one of the marshmallows immediately, or they could wait 15 minutes and receive 2 marshmallows. The study found that children who were able to wait and resist the immediate temptation went on to have better life outcomes. And decades later, researchers found that these same children had higher academic achievements, better health, and greater financial stability compared to those who gave in to the temptation of the immediate reward. The lesson here is that the ability to delay gratification, even in small ways, can have a significant impact on your future success. When applied to personal finance, waiting before making unnecessary purchases can help you make smarter decisions. Financial security, reduced stress, and growing your wealth over time are far more valuable than the short-term thrill of a new purchase. Buying the wrong discounts. Just because an item is marked as on sale doesn't necessarily mean you're getting a good deal. Often consumers fall into the trap of purchasing discounted products they don't need or want simply because they believe they're saving money. This habit can lead to clutter and wasted resources. Instead of getting sidetracked by markdowns on consumer goods, consider shifting your focus towards discounted assets or stocks. In a bear market, when stock prices are declining, a good investor will look for opportunities to buy at a bargain price. Historically, those who have purchased stocks during the market downturns have been able to build significant wealth over time. For example, during the 2008 financial crisis, many investors who bought stocks at their lowest points were able to capitalize on the subsequent recovery, resulting in substantial returns. This shift not only helps in building your wealth, but also fosters a more mindful approach to consumption, allowing you to make decisions that align with your long-term goals. The next middle class habit is relying on a single income source. Relying on just one source of income can be risky. An interesting study from the book The Millionaire Next Door suggested that the average wealthy individual has at least 7 streams of income, including investments, businesses, and other passive income sources. Diversifying your income not only increases your earning potential, but also provides a critical safety net. If your primary source of income were to disappear, having a backup plan ensures you're not left in financial turmoil. So building multiple income streams is a key strategy that many financially successful individuals use to stay resilient and grow wealth over time. The next middle class habit is not being fully aware of your finances. Being aware of your finances is crucial. It gives you valuable insights into where your money is going and helps you make smarter financial decisions. Often people rely on mental accounting, so just doing all the numbers in their head, but this is very rarely accurate. Instead, you should write everything down. By keeping a detailed record, you can easily spot areas where you're overspending and adjust that accordingly. It doesn't have to be complicated. A simple budget or expense tracker will give you a much better grip of your money, and over time this habit will help you spend less and save more, allowing you to reach your goals faster. The next middle class habit is not investing or saving for retirement. One of the most significant habits among the middle class is treating retirement savings as an afterthought. This area of life requires proactive planning and wise investing. The quicker you start saving for retirement, the better off you'll be. Interestingly, many people don't realize that building your net worth can accelerate dramatically after reaching your first £100,000. Once you hit that milestone, your path to the next 100,000 becomes much easier thanks to the power of compounding and smart investments. I dive deeper into this topic in another video, so if you're interested in learning more about how to effectively save and invest for retirement, be sure to check it out.